Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Walter Park for this round 10 NPLW fixture between the Moreton Bay Jets and Mudgeeraba. Thank you for those that have stuck around from the previous match in the FQPL. Great job, Simon. That match was taken out by Mitchelton, 5-1. For any of you that missed out.
As they go through the handshakes, the visitors, Mudgeeraba. Number 1 in goal is Jane Taylor. 2, Jodie Prince. 3, Ali Rennie. 4, Elizabeth Harrison. 5, Tara Hickey. 8, Lisa Stutz. 9, Sarah Skinney. 10, Ina Sunwini. 11, Crystal Harrison. 13, Jemima Lockley. 15, Lydia Redberry Brandt. Substitutes. 16,
Apologies for the pause there. Just a few technical issues, but we've sorted that out now. Now, I'll quickly run through the team sheets. For the home Bay, Moreton Bay United, they are of course wearing the yellow shirts with the black trim. In goals, number 1, Coco Majstorovic. Number 3, Alexandra Schaefer. Number 4, Alexandria Walker. Number 5, Lauren Askin. Number 8, Jessica Gibson. Number 10, Jordan Lodzerac. Number 12, Christy New. Number 16, Whitney Howson. Number 17, Lauren Spreadborough. Number 19, Madalena Daniels. Number 20, Jasmine Perrin. Slight change to that sheet. Jessica Gibson's on the bench. Bree Bond in number 9 is taking the field this evening. Joining Jessica Gibson on the bench is Velvet C, Tisha Shermer, Lindley Archard and Rachel Oates. For Mudgeeraba Soccer Club, wearing the white shirts. Number 1, Jade Taylor. Number 2, Jodie Prince. Number 3, Ali Rennie. Number 4, Elizabeth Charlison. Number 5, Tara Heggie. 8, Lisa Stutz. Number 9, Sarah Skinner. Number 10, Ina Suzumi. Number 11, Christelle Harrison. 13, Jemima Lockley. Number 15, Amelia Redgrave Brandt. On the bench, Megan Ray, Cherie Thompson, Melissa Horwood and Lily Lowe. A referee for this afternoon is Josh Heiser, who's come all the way down from Toowoomba to take on this game. He does study down here, so it's not too inconvenient for him. The assistants are Taylor Brotherson and Riley Dodds. So it's a pretty warm afternoon here at Walter Park. That sun is just about to disappear over the cloud line. Can't wait for that to occur, and cool change will sure to come over the ground. Just witness to the prior game, which ended 4-4 between Albany Creek and Taringa. Now to have drinks breaks for that game. There's an early chance for Lisa Stutz. Cut out well there by Christy New. Goes inside to Spreadborough. Half chance there for Lockley to cut the ball out. She's unable to do so. Yes, as the sun starts to disappear, that cool change begins to take effect. And everyone here at the ground takes in a big sigh of relief. So it's been a good start for the season for Moreton Bay United. Of course, this side new to the competition this year. We're of course in the comp in League One in the first season. And spent a couple of years just focusing on their juniors. Back into the competition. They've made a good fist of things so far. Just outside the top 4. Long range shot looks good, it's in! Ali Schaefer opens the scoring. And in the 3rd minute, the home side have a lead. Well, the space just opened up for Ali, who took the opportunity. It was a well-struck shot. No opportunity for Jade Taylor to make a save. So an early lead for the home side. I was just about to mention that since we saw Mudgeeraba in round 1, they've come along in leaps and bounds in this competition. They were, of course, defeated by the Gap 17-0 in round 1. But since then, they've maintained respectable score lines. Last week, they went down 7-0 to Lions FC, which, when you consider the quality in the Lions side, is a reasonable result. And new signing Lily Lowe got injured in that game, and David Thompson had already made his 3 subs. So they spent the last 40 minutes of that game with just 10 players. Free kick here for Mudgeeraba, late tackle. Jemima Lockley was the player fouled. Just checking her ankle. Should be fine to continue though. Jodie Prince is the player over the ball. Could we perhaps see a quick reply from the Gold Coast-based side? Prince's ball in, looks like a direct shot. No problem there for Majstorovic. Jets look to go quickly. Good body work there from Bond. Crossfield ball. It's cut out by the Mudgeeraba defence. Spreadborough looks to be playing as the central defender this afternoon, when we're used to seeing her on the left-hand side. That ball runs out of play. So who do you think will win this afternoon? Have your say and vote on Football Queensland's Instagram poll. Make sure you follow us for a behind-the-scenes look at tonight's game. Dave, who's just been added to the payroll, he proudly informs us this afternoon. Been very busy taking plenty of shots, adding plenty of content to the Football Queensland Instagram page. Walker goes inside for Askin, who puts in a cross-come shot. Perrin couldn't quite get on the loose ball. So there's been a high tempo start to this game. Turnover there by Redgrave Brand. Howson going back to New. Good ball, finds Perrin across the field. The Jets have their second. Alexandria Walker. A pretty simple play there. It was the turnover in their own half that created the opportunity. And after 7 minutes, it's the Jets, 2 goals to the good. Well, it's been a lightning start here by Moreton Bay United. Been very patient with the ball. Just finding gaps in this Mudgeeraba defence at will. Through ball from Prince. Good pace there from Stutz. Spreadborough gets over though. Here goes crossfield looking for Daniels. A little bit of pressure there from the Wallabies. Forces a turnover. They give the ball straight back to the Jets, who look to go quickly again. I think to know Alexandria Walker's nickname Scotty. Here's a chance for Bond. Some good defensive work there from Redgrave Brandt. Getting across just in time. So yes, number 4, Alexandria Walker. Her nickname is Scotty. So I'll probably refer to her as both those names during the coverage. So thank you for tuning in this afternoon. We understand that the Commonwealth Games, this thing down the Gold Coast is happening. Can't say I've watched too much of it. There's been far too much football to take in. But, hopefully you can find time for us for the next couple of hours. As we bring you this round 10 fixture. The second last game of the evening. There is another game taking that will commence in an hour's time between South United and Gold Coast United. Heavy challenge there from the two players. Walker. Howson finding Walker again. He's got Jasmine Perrin in the middle. Can't find her. Walker was offside, so she lets the ball go. Chance for Mudgeeraba to relieve the pressure. They give the ball straight back to Bloodsrack. Players all seem to have stopped there, giving up that fight. Harrison knocks the ball out of play. Perrin and Schaefer. Daniels. That ball's out of play. Sarah Skinner, normally used to seeing her in the forward line. She's the top scorer for Mudgeeraba this season. Playing a deeper role this afternoon. Here's another chance for the Jets. Still in. Good save there from Taylor. Well, frenetic start to this game. Had plenty of chances so far. We're 12 minutes in. 2-0 to Moreton Bay United. Here come the Wallabies again. This is Stutz. He's had a good start to this game, showing plenty of pace and endeavour. Redgrave Brand. This starts poor pass there from Redgrave Brand. Very little that Stutz could do with that pass. So there were two other matches played today in the NPL. the Sunshine Coast. The Fire took on the Brisbane Strikers, and the Sunshine Coast won. Brisbane Strikers 7. And of course, as we saw, the FQPL, Ipswich Knights 1, Mitchelton 5. Good win there for the Mustangs. So plenty of pressure in this opening 13 minutes of this game. Both teams very eager to get the ball forward. It's quite interesting that as soon as that sun's gone down, hiding behind the clouds, that the trees that are in the background, that the tempo of the game is just so much faster than the game prior. Yes, there is an increase in the standard. Even so, both these two teams are just going at it. Great to see. Free kick here for the Jets. Taken quickly by New. Long range attempt from Howson. Downfield ball. Still on for the Jets. Corner's been given. You are, of course, watching this game via Facebook, possibly YouTube. If you're not voting on the Instagram poll, I understand about 79% of you have selected the Jets to take out this game, with the score currently 2-0. I would suggest that is a wise prediction. Of course, we welcome your comments during the game. If you're watching this on a mobile device and you find the comments a little bit annoying, all you need to do is swipe right to remove them. To bring them back, just swipe left. Let us know where you're watching the game from. Jets have a couple of import players, so if you are watching from the United States, some good defensive work. The shot comes in. Saved by Taylor. Another good opportunity here for the Jets. Coach David Thompson's having a chat to his defenders, trying to get them a little bit more organised. Don't quite know how to deal with the pace and movement of the Jets forwards. The Jets certainly have some speedsters amongst their ranks. Scotty Walker on the ball. It's very nippy. Through ball here for Askin. Taylor comes out well. Ball coming out wide for Zach. Walker going inside for Howson. Some good crossfield running there from Moreton Bay. Using the full width of the field, compressing it, then spreading it wide. Threadbarrow goes back to Majstorovic. Jets just finding gaps a mile wide through this Mudgeeraba midfield. Finding it extremely easy to get the ball from the defence through the midfield to the attackers. This is Lockley. Across a little bit too deep. Pass cut out. This is Sarah Skinner. Had two teammates out on the right-hand side, but she couldn't link up. Schaefer. Ball comes off defenders. One again by the Jets. Walker, Askin. Askin attempting a long ranger.
Ali, well done.
It's all a little bit too easy for the Jets at the moment. I would suggest that midfield is the root of the problem here for Mudgeeraba. They're just not getting a foot on the ball. They're just not getting anywhere near Moreton Bay midfielders. Don't remember saying Ina Suzumi's name in the call thus far. Quick turnover here for Walker. Walker still got it. Good defensive work there from Harrison, who made the initial error. Mudgeeraba give up a corner. And just a simple mistake there from the Wallabies. When you're already 2 goals down, you can't afford plays like that. Deep corner. Plenty of height there for the Jets. Just headed over the bar. One thing I noticed in the warm-up that since round 1, these Mudgeeraba players, they've turned over about 4 or 5 since round 1. They certainly look a lot taller and a lot older. David Thompson has brought a few players in. He hasn't been active in the market to bring in players, but it's just word of mouth and getting interest from the players. Here's a chance now for Ruskin. Moreton Bay have their third. Lauren Askin puts Moreton Bay United 3 goals up after 21 minutes. Well, that was pretty simple. Again, once the Jets get the ball, their midfield just seem to have plenty of space to walk through and create opportunities for their side. Putting your hands on hips here for Mudgeeraba. It's a chance now for Lockley. Not cleanly collected. Majstorovic was successful with the second attempt though. So since that round 1 game, I've mentioned that Mudgeeraba's results have improved. They've brought a few new players in, as I mentioned, about 4 or 5. Come back to that. There's another chance for the Jets. It's still there. Askin again. The Jets have their 4th. In the blink of an eye, it's gone from 2-0 to 4-0. This has got to be tough for Mudgeeraba. They've made such improvements over recent weeks. Maybe it's the curse of the cameras. And 23 minutes in. It's the home side 4. Mudgeeraba 0. A big mountain to climb. Here they go again. Jasmine Perrin just carving up this Mudgeeraba defence. She's had a good 5 minutes. Here starts. You might be 4-0 down, but you still get the feeling that the Wallabies will get a goal this afternoon. They seem to have a lot of pace up front. Speaking of pace, that ball was put out in front of Bond. Loses out this time to Harrison. And there's Suzumi with a great through ball. The offside flag stays down. This is Stutz. Puts in the shot just over the bar. That was Sarah Skinner with the attempt. Lovely through ball there from Suzumi. She's been quiet in this game so far. She seems to be out of sync with the rest of her players. She seems to be taking up different positions to the line that the rest of the midfield players are playing. That was a delightful through ball. And Sarah Skinner, she scored 5 goals for the Wallabies so far this season. Zumi leaves it. Lockley. Bond can't keep the ball in play. Jets look to work the ball quickly out. This is Walker. Schaefer. She's got Bond ahead of her. There's the through ball, but it's behind her. That ball will run out of play.
Away from it now, Jordan. Make the pass realistic.
Modest crowd in attendance this evening. There certainly were more here last time. Last time we filled a game, that was of course on a Friday night. And the Mudgeeraba juniors weren't playing in the prior game. But this pitch, as most are at this point in the season, is in fantastic nick. Playing truly. Well, the groundskeepers across southeast Queensland must be extremely pleased with how their pitches are going at the moment. I can't remember a ground that we've been to this season where the facilities have not been any less than top notch. So although we've had plenty of cancellations and delays and rescheduled matches, I think we'll see the benefits of that later this season, as these pitches are holding up so well. There's an opportunity for Bond. She took a touch. Perhaps she should have shot straight away. Well, missed opportunity there for Bond. She had an open goal to shoot at. Instead of shooting first time, elected to take a touch and let the defender in. Lockley up against Spreadborough. Inside ball for Schaefer. Normally pretty risky pass, but it seemed to be enough space for Schaefer to receive that ball. Walker, she's got Askin in front. Going out wide for Daniels. .28 minutes into this game. It's round 10 NPLW clash between Moreton Bay United and Mudgeeraba Soccer Club. It's currently 4-0 to the home team. Goals from Schaefer, Walker, and a double to Lauren Askin. Walker. Touch couldn't quite link up with Perrin. Sorry, that was new. This is Askin. Loses out but manages to win back possession. Good work there from the Moreton Bay captain. Game seems to have settled down a little bit now. Another chance here. Keeper comes out. Just in time. Jasmine Perrin's been having a field day on that right-hand side. The final touch just a little bit too strong. Lockley's inside ball's cut out. Spreadborough. Spond. Askin and Howson. Howson electing to bring the ball forward. Putting the ball out in front, giving Schaefer a task. Ball a little bit too strong. Walker. Walker getting second ball there from New. Bundle tidy up though. Lovely turn. Shots there if she wants it. Straight at Taylor. Rebond initially named on the bench this afternoon. Jessica Gibson and her swapped places. Might see her a bit in the second half. Notable off the team sheet this afternoon is Tyler Harrison. Left off the team sheet for disciplinary reasons. I won't go any further. Missed cue there, gives Bond the opportunity, and the Jets have their fifth. Well, it's just an avalanche hit from Moreton Bay. Such strength, such power. Looks like Ali Schaefer has her second for the afternoon. In the 32nd minute. It's the Jets 5. Mudgeeraba 0. So a little bit of talk here amongst the Mudgeeraba players. How they can address this. Sure, Coach David Thompson will be looking forward to the half-time break. If anything, just to take a little bit of the steam out of out of the Jets. They've really got the taste for it at the moment. They just look to be so fluent. It's a chance now for Perrin. Now for Walker. Still with Walker. Scotty Walker. Shot a little bit too direct. Mudgeeraba looked to go quickly. Mudgeeraba had been set up as a counter-attacking team, so when they win back possession, they do look to go quickly. They've got plenty of pace up front. So normally you'd want to chastise the side for getting rid of the ball as quickly as they do and giving their team a chance to get things back in order, but this is a counter-attacking team. When they get the ball, they have to go, and they have to go quickly and try and catch this defence off guard. Good defensive work there by Suzumi. Shot there from Bond. David Thompson, of course, was the coach of Gold Coast City last season. That side was at its best when they played on the counter. Another shot from Bond, just wide. The statistics for this game will show it's a pretty dominant display here by the Jets so far. They're just peppering this Mudgeeraba goal. Jade Taylor quite rightly taking her time now. Good Drake Brandt going for a run. Rodzerak gets over, forces the ball out of play. Jets defenders just a little bit too tall there, squeezing out Suzumi. A lot of patience shown here by the Jets. Comfortable on the ball. Turn it over here though. This is Lockley. Like what I've seen from her so far in this half.
Direction, that's it, direction. Job done, job done, job done. Ho, ho!
Gerard playing the ball back to Taylor. Strong challenge. Jets winning the ball back. There's a gap there. Chance for Perrin. On to Askin. Jade Taylor, who hasn't been at fault for any of the goals so far. She was a late-minute addition to this team as well. Suzumi with the air shot. Walker. Through ball in behind the defence for Bond, who takes on a first-time shot. And straight to Taylor. So despite the frenetic start to this game, the tempo has been maintained. For all their problems in defence, Mudgeeraba just keep coming. And that was certainly evident in that round one game that we saw as well. They didn't completely lose their bundle and keep trying. Here's Lockley now. Spreadborough wins that challenge. She gets fouled. Lockley quick to apologise. Bay coach Hanno Hannafin. Plenty of instructions to his players. He'll be delighted with what he's seen so far. His team's looking extremely fluent. Askin trying to pick the eye of the needle there. Askin with the win again. Lovely turn to create the space. She gives the ball straight back to Mudgeeraba. Christy New goes back to Majstorovic. So what do you think of this game so far? It's scoreline might be 5-0, but it's not short of entertainment. Both sides having a go. Hopefully Will, our cameraman, got that shot, got that pass from Lockley. Just kicked the ball straight into her head. Walker crossfield, finding Schaefer, trying to create half a yard. The shot goes high. So 40 minutes in, the home side are up 5-0. Turnover quickly for Schaefer. Inside looking for Askin. Lovely turn from Askin to get the shot away, but it's a weak attempt.
Ali, you can go there. Good, good.
And just a few minutes left in this half. Okay. We must have lots of Mudgeeraba supporters this evening, 23% of you. I think that believe in the miracle comeback. I don't know if you can change your votes on Instagram, can you? So once you've made your decision, you're stuck with it. We might have a few new people tuning in this evening. Thank you for your patronage. Play just looks to have settled down a bit now. Looks like both teams will be ready for the half-time break. Headed on well there by Lutz. This is Lockley. She had no support, so she had to take the shot on herself. This is, of course, the first match between these two clubs. Mentioned that Sarah Skinner's already scored 5 goals in this competition so far. Jemima Lockley and Shelby White have scored 2. Jemima White isn't on the team sheet this evening. Sorry, Shelby White. It is Jemima Lockley. Can she add a third? Shot was a little bit too tame. She's need to go with the side foot. And placement. Didn't quite place it wide enough. Here come the Jets on the counter. So will we see another goal before the half-time break? Jets are winding up here. This is Askin. Through ball for Bond. Not collected cleanly by Taylor. And anywhere will do for the Mudgeeraba defence. Some body work there by Perrin. Tries to curl a shot in to the top left-hand corner. So coming into this half-time break, we were expecting massive improvement here from the Mudgeeraba side. We have, in a sense, in that they certainly look to be a lot more structured than they did in round 1. But they have certainly been outclassed by this Moreton Bay team, who have been absolutely purring. Finding plenty of space in the middle of the field, linking up well with their forwards. Cut out there by Spreadborough. Back for New. New, of course, played for Olympic last season. De Bond, who played under David Thompson at Gold Coast City. Through ball again. This is Perrin. The offside flag's up, though. I don't think we'll have any injury time here. This could be the last play of the first half. We'll play on. Strong header there from Lodzerac. Jets again. There it is. Josh Iser puts the whistle to the mouth and signals half-time. Well, it's been a blistering half by the home team. Goals in the 3rd, 7th, 21st, 23rd and 35th minute mean that the Moreton Bay Jets are leading Mudgeeraba Soccer Club 5-0 at the half. In a frenetic first half, very entertaining. And regardless of the result, if we see more of this sort of football in the second half, it would be well worth sticking around for. We'll be back very shortly from Walter Park.
lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range, we swear by our service, and of course, we swear by our prices, so you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
I could watch them all day, even though here, you don't feel like you need to. These are the moments I'll remember. You see, to me, it's not so much just having us all together, but finding a place that really brings us together. That's what makes Oaks Oasis special. When you only get a few chances, it's important to make them count. After all, memories don't make themselves.
Today. Audi, Eddie Min Rouge, Mini Star. Oh, Mini Star. Ah! Audi. Dream Team.
Reckon your kid could do better than Archie? We're looking for 4 mini stars to join the Aldi Mini Rouge Dream Team. If your kid's between 4 and 11, loves football, get them to make a video.
2 minutes max.
Showing us why they've got what it takes. If they're picked, they'll be part of the Aldi Mini Rouge Dream Team and the face of Aldi's wheat biscuits.
I thought I was meant to be on the box.
Audacious effort. Oh, it's going to go in. What a goal. Great kick. They did give a chance to City. What a goal.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
I could watch them all day, even though here, you don't feel like you need to. These are the moments I'll remember. You see, to me, it's not so much just having us all together, but finding a place that really brings us together. That's what makes Oaks Oasis special. When you only get a few chances, it's important to make them count. After all, memories don't make themselves.
We did great today. Audi, Eddie Min Rouge, Mini Star. Oh, Minister. Ah! Aldi. Dream Team.
Reckon your kid could do better than Archie? We're looking for 4 mini stars to join the Aldi Mini Roos Dream Team. If your kid's between 4 and 11, loves football, get them to make a video.
2 minutes max.
Showing us why they've got what it takes. If they're picked, they'll be part of the Aldi Mini Roos Dream Team and the face of Aldi's wheat biscuits.
I thought I was meant to be on the box.
Audacious effort. Oh, it's going to go in. What a goal. Great kick. They did give a chance for City. What a goal.
Welcome back to Walter Park for this round 10 NPLW clash between Moreton Bay United and Mudgeeraba Soccer Club. It's currently 5-0 to the home team. It's been a really entertaining first half. Both sides have had a red hot go. But the home side have just been that little bit too classy. Mudgeeraba players making their way back out onto the field now. They chose not to go into the change rooms at half time. I always find that fascinating. There are some teams that go into the change rooms and some that just hang out near their bench. I know that Souths never go into their change rooms. They'll always just hang around near their bench or just find a spot under a tree. Mudgeeraba have done something pretty similar, hanging out just behind their bench. So I mentioned in the first half that I've probably only watched about 10 minutes of the Commonwealth Games so far. One thing that would get me interested in watching it is if futsal was a Commonwealth Games sport. Being only 10 days, it's probably too long for an actual football tournament. But I think it'd be perfect if we had a futsal tournament. That would generate a lot of interest. Be great for the sport as well. Anyway, we're underway in the second half here. What can Mudgeeraba show? They've kept their heads in this first half, despite being a few goals down, going down early. Some earlier matches today in the NPL. Sunshine Coast 1, Brisbane Strikers 7. That long range attempt. Good start there from Mudgeeraba. Of course, as we saw out at Eric Evans, the FQPL, Ipswich Knights 1, Mitchelton 5. I'll run through all the other games that have been completed this weekend in the NPLW. We'll run through them as the second half progresses. Things have cooled off just nicely here now. Great conditions for playing football. Perrin got numbers in the middle, couldn't quite link up with the teammate. The Jets have a corner. So of course during last week we covered a game on Tuesday night. That was the night before the Matildas were playing their first match in the Asia Cup. They had a 0-0 draw against South Korea. They then flogged Vietnam 8-0. This corner comes in, calls for handball. Bond with the shot. Straight to Taylor. Stut's just coming on the field now. In the second half. Looks like she might have had a little bit of treatment there for a leg injury. Looking a bit ginger. This is Perrin. Good shot. This goes wide. So yes, the Matildas in their third game came from behind to draw 1-1 with Japan. It was enough to qualify them for the World Cup in France next year. And on Tuesday night at 11:45 they'll be taking on Thailand in the semi-final. We of course wish that team the best of luck. Jets sharing the ball around well. Perrin with some good body work. Gets past a defender. Links up well. Good save there from Taylor. And just wide from Walker. Well, how did the Jets not score there? So the Jets just picking up where they left off in the first half. So I expect to see more goals. I actually fancy Mudgeeraba to get themselves on the score sheet in this game. They've shown quite a bit in attack. Hasn't quite fallen in place for them yet. They have had opportunities. Schaefer. Through ball for Askin. Just wide. The defence did just enough there to keep that ball out of play. Mudgeeraba taking the goal kick short. Peggy giving up possession. Schaefer. Doesn't mind a shot, there's Ali Schaefer. Another long range attempt from her. So what do you think about futsal in the Commonwealth Games? Do you think that should be included in future years? Would it make you interested in attending a Commonwealth Games? Be great to see the sport get a little bit more coverage. Let us know in the comments. See if we can get a bit of a debate going here. And do you agree that 10 days is too short a time period for, is it 10 or 11 days for the Commonwealth Games? A little bit too short for a football tournament. You'd have to play a lot of qualifiers prior. You think with the, already with the crowded fixture list that the players have at the moment, you certainly wouldn't be able to play seniors. Perhaps an under-18s tournament might be a bit more effective. Or even an under-23s. Perrin inside, finding Walker. Is back to Askin. This is Schaefer now. She's got Walker in the middle. Good strength shown there by Taylor. Mudgeeraba unable to maintain possession. They've turned it over again. Daniels and Perrin and Askin. To Walker. Chance for Mudgeeraba. Well, they couldn't quite get past Spreadborough. Perrin. It's crossfield, finding Askin. Jets have their sixth. Pretty simple goal in the end. In the 52nd minute, Lauren Askin has herself a hat-trick. And it's 6 of the best for the home side. As Hanno Hannafin makes a change. Bree Bond's the player coming off. The Jessica Gibson will be coming on. So the original team sheet that we received now takes shape. Askin winning the ball back far too quickly. I would like to see Mudgeeraba get a little bit more compact in defence. There just seem to be far too many players being left behind the play. You can see here at the moment there's a defensive line of 4 and midfielders just straying behind. Staying out of the play, off the post and in. Well, that's probably the best goal of the night. And it's 7 of the best. Jessica Gibson gets her name on the score sheet. It's the Jets 7-0. And here come the Jets again. One back by Prince. Walker. Match we saw last time up against Lions. They didn't have Jasmine Perrin in the team. We're seeing this week the true effectiveness of Scotty Walker. She was playing as an out-and-out attacker. In this setup with Perrin, she's able to play a little bit deeper to link up with the players a lot more effective. In fact, wouldn't really suggest that Moreton Bay do have an out-and-out striker in their team. They all seem to be very interchangeable, all seem to do a lot of moving about. Very fluid forward line. Here come the Jets again, all too simple. This is Daniels. Flag goes up. Free kick there for the Jets. This is Schaefer over the free kick. Plenty of height here for this Moreton Bay team. So plenty of targets available if Schaefer can provide the quality. Good ball in. Not yet out of danger. Goal kick's been given though. So I've got someone agreeing with me. Kate Skinner agrees that we should have futsal at the Commonwealth Games. Thank you for your comment, Kate. We have been a bit light on for comments this evening. So thank you for being part of the conversation. Normally when we get the American imports playing in these matches that we stream, we get plenty of comments of people checking in from all over the world. Jets coming again, using the full width of the pitch. Jasmine Perrin. Cut out well there by Charlison. Jets will go again. And Jets warming up more substitutes. Chance to break quickly here for Mudgeeraba if they've got the quality. That's a great through ball. And the decision's been given. Free kick just outside the box. Thought there was going to be a penalty then. Lockley was the player receiving the through ball. A lovely ball in behind the defence. An intelligent run from Lockley into space. Fouled just outside. That has got to be no more than 30 centimetres outside the box. Sarah Skinner's over the ball. Jets putting 4 players in the wall. It's a drive. It is through! Good hit there from Sarah Skinner. And for all their endeavours, Mudgeeraba are on the board. Well, she just went with power. And caught out Majstorovic. And you just had the feeling that the Wallabies were going to get on the score sheet this evening. Good hit there from Skinner. Majstorovic probably got herself a little bit caught out there. I suggest she might have been a little bit unsighted as the free kick came in. She ducked in behind the wall. That free kick was hit nice and flat. Left herself with far too much to do. Good to see Mudgeeraba getting some reward for their efforts. So as we've seen, when they do go forward, they do have some weapons. See some more substitutions here from Moreton Bay. Referee Isa hasn't seen the call. Here come Moreton Bay, just wide. Delightful cross. So Velvet Sea's about to make her way onto the field. And Captain Lauren Askin's evening is done. So a chance for the Jets to give perhaps some of their fringe players a little bit of game time, particularly when you're leading 7-1. Not a bad option. Here come Mudgeeraba now. Well defended there from Daniels. Perrin giving C her first touch. That's a lovely through ball. The offside flag was up. Looks like play will continue. Good advantage played there by Isa. A touch there from Charlison. Left the team in a spot of bother. That ball's still in play. Charlison didn't have much to go for. She only succeeds in giving it straight back to Howson. Christy News taking over the captain's armband. And Only one Jets player behind the halfway line at the moment. Sits up nicely, and C gets her name on the score sheet. Well, just 2 minutes on the field. And she's added the Jets 8th. Well, just some good vision and passing here from Moreton Bay, as most of their goals have been scored. Just with some great pass and move plays. Finding players in open space. Mudgeeraba defenders not quite marking up as well as they should. Velvet Sea getting an open passage to the heart of the Wallabies' goal. Here comes Mudgeeraba again. And that shot just wide. And that's the threat of Mudgeeraba. You can see how they've got their one win in their draw so far this season. Players will just keep going. And against lesser competition. A tactic should be enough to get them results. Suzumi with the cutout. A bit of physical play from both players. No free kicks given. And Perrin muscles away back into possession. Good touch there from Heggie. Here come the Jets again though. This is Howson. Schaefer. Daniels. Onside is Howson. Turn from Schaefer. Long range attempt from C again. Straight to Taylor. Again, good build up here from the Jets. Got a comment there from Tara Shoots, who agrees that futsal be a worthy addition to the Commonwealth Games. I think we need to make a go of this, Football Queensland. Let's take it to all levels. Let's get futsal added to the Commonwealth Games. Walker. Again with runners. Is that C? No, not quite C, but it's another goal. C was making a run. Jessica Gibson gets her name on the score sheet for the second time. In the 66th minute. I have to do a count here. Is that 8? Yes, 8-1 to the Jets. 9. It's 9-0. 9-1. Here come the Jets again. How many? One more for double figures. Walker's second touch let herself down. She's still going though. She's gone down. Still there for the Jets. Good defence on the line. Tara Heggie with the on the line clearance. They're just forcing the ball forward at the moment. Of course, Velvet Sea's goal in the 67nd minute. That was the goal that we were missing. So yes, 9-1. How many more goals will we see before full time? Jets are showing no sign of letting up. Mudgeeraba are showing that they want to get themselves on the score sheet as well. Nice to see Rennie playing a little bit deeper now, just in front of the defence. I'd like to see Gold Coast commit just another one player in the back line, or just in front of the defence, just to try and break up this play, because as you can see with these passes here, Moreton Bay are just having the run of the field. And there it is, there's 10. Whitney Howson gets her name on the score sheet. Correction, that was Jasmine Perrin. That's her first goal of the evening. And it wouldn't be a goal scoring party without Jasmine Perrin getting her name on the score sheet. So double figures for Moreton Bay. They might have scored 10, but they haven't kept a clean sheet this evening. The thing is that their goals have been really well crafted. They've been lovely passing moves, so it's been a joy to watch this game, despite the scoreline. Perrin gets a foot over the ball. Gives the ball back to the Wallabies. Thompson. Charlison. Turnover there by Thompson. Good strong defensive work there from Rennie. Need to see a little bit more of that this evening. Just while there's a break in play, I'll just run through some of the scores that we've had this weekend in the NPLW. The South West Queensland Thunder notched up their first win of the season over the Sunshine Coast Wanderers. 4-3. It was 2-1 at the half-time to the Thunder. They went on to secure their first victory. So congratulations to the Darling Downs team. Defence has been a real problem for them this season. They still conceded 3, but great to see them notch up enough goals to secure their first victory. They've got the monkey off their back. Perrin with plenty of time to take that ball down. She's since gone down and hasn't got up. There's a call for the ball to be kicked out. Jets players are continuing on though. Perrin looking like she'll be okay. She's getting out of the danger. That ball is still in play. And it's actually Jasmine Perrin that comes over to knock the ball out of play. She's wincing in pain, but looks like she'll be okay to continue. Staying on her feet. So first win of the season to the Southwest Queensland Thunder. We had the Battle of the Big Cats, Battle of the Lions. So Lions FC took on the Raw NTC. We of course saw the Raw NTC side on Tuesday night. When they played a younger side, they put in a few older players on Saturday evening. That wasn't enough. Lions took out that game 3-1. Stanley and Echo scoring first half goals. Here's another opportunity here for the Jets. Chance for Perrin. Walker misses with her shot. So Palmer scored for the Raw NTC before Vicky DeSavia scored in the 81st minute to seal the deal for Lions FC, who of course maintain their undefeated run. The NTC, they just continue to impress in this competition. Logan hosted Capalaba at Cornubia Park. Meg Kraut scored a goal inside a double from Vicky Lyons. And it was 2-1 to Capalaba after just 14 minutes, and then stayed that way for the rest of the game. So Capalaba with an important victory for them. They're going to be disappointed with that result. Scotty Walker. And that's 11. Lovely crossfield ball from Walker across the face of goal. Just had to get it past Taylor. And it's 11 now for Moreton Bay. Gally Schaefer might have got that one. And that'll be her hat trick. Here come the Jets again. Daniels. One back there by Mudgeeraba, but the Jets just keep coming. The offside flag goes up. So East took on the Gap at Heath Park last night. It was a 4-2 win for the Gap over the Tigers. Ruth Blackburn scoring a hat-trick. Tana Amos scoring for East. Laney Sunderland scoring the first goal for the Gators. That also maintains the Gap's undefeated run. The other game on Saturday night was Mitchelton up against Western Pride. Mitchelton getting to a 6-0 lead before conceding 2 consolation goals for the Western Pride. So 6-2 there for Mitchelton, getting their campaign back on track. Of course, mentioned today the 2 results. In the NPL, Sunshine Coast 1, Brisbane Strikers 7, and the FQPL, the other match that we streamed today, Ipswich Knights 1, Mitchelton 5. Here's Walker, chips the keeper. And that's an even dozen. Good technique there from Walker to chip Taylor. And we're running out of space on the paper here to keep track of all the goals. So can the Jets match the 17-0 that we saw in week 1? Been some fantastic attacking moves from them. Well, I can't think of a goal where Jade Taylor's been at fault. Christy New defending well. Here come the Jets again. Schaefer. That ball will run out of play. As a big plane goes overhead. It's the Jets on the ground that are causing all the havoc. C to New. Howson with a shot. Again collected well by Taylor. I have to repeat, her side is down 12-0, but she is at fault for none of these goals. She's had a proficient game. Anything that you'd expect her to save, she saved. And there's another example. The offside flag goes up. What a brilliant save that was from Taylor. Using all of her body. I think she might have copped that one in the face. Jade Taylor, after being a late call-up to the side today. I wonder if she'll see her maintain her place in this team. She's had a very good game. She might have some more work to do. Here come the Jets, streaming forward in numbers. Cut out by Rennie. Back in field now, Howson. And there's another goal, there's 13. Ali Schaefer gets her fourth. So with just under 10 minutes to go in this game, it's Moreton Bay 13, Mudgeeraba 1. So just looking at next week's fixtures, on Friday night, Roar NTC are taking on Moreton Bay here, at Walter Park. And C puts the ball out in front of Walker. Cleared there from Rennie. Saturday, Western Pride are taking on Easts at Briggs Road. That should be a good game. Logan Lightning are taking on the Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Again, that should be, both those sides look well matched. But the game that will be streaming is top of the table, the Gap up against Lions. We'll be pulling out all stops for that match next weekend. Make some space in your calendar to tune in. Should be an absolute cracker. Capalaba taking on Gold Coast United at John Fredericks Oval. The offside flag goes up. And on Sunday, Mudgeeraba will be taking on the South West Queensland Thunder, seeking redemption. Of course, the Thunder are hot after their win yesterday. Let's see if they can go for 2 in a row. And Souths are taking on Mitchelton. We've got some great contests next week. We could stream any of those matches and be sure to get a good contest. That ball just a little bit too far for Velvet Sea. So for Moreton Bay, their next 3 games, as I mentioned, Raw NTC, then they take on the Gap here, and then away at Western Pride. Mudgeeraba, they've got the Thunder, then the Wanderers, then the Raw NTC. And Mejstorovic, who hasn't had a lot to do in the past 20 minutes or so, came off the line quickly to collect that ball. Good to see that she's still concentrating on the game. The flag stays down. Here's a big chance for Mudgeeraba. It's Skinner. And there you go. Great finishing there from Sarah Skinner. Putting the ball past Mejstorovic. And that's the attacking threat that Mudgeeraba have. It's now 13-2. So 5 minutes to go in this game. Sarah Skinner has herself a double. What a great finish that was from her. I suspect that the Jets will choose to not shut up shop. They'll just go for more goals, as has been their way this evening. A lot of players wanting to get their names on the score sheet. Howson looking for Perrin. Strong first touch. Velvet Sea cutting out that ball for Suzumi. Christy New getting a little bit forward. Howson coming across field. Sits up again for C, who goes inside for Walker. Turns inside her player, and what a finish! Great goal there from Scotty Walker. Again, sensational build-up play by the Jets, going from one side of the field to the other. And I make that 14. And that's a hat-trick for Alexandria Walker. see. He's done extremely well since coming on. New. Perrin goes out wide looking for Daniels. So I don't think we'll bother putting the call out for a player of the match this evening. I will remind you that I'll be interviewing both coaches after the game for the Funny Old Game Facebook page. And Dave will be interviewing both coaches as well on the Instagram page. So a couple of quick questions from Dave. I'll go into a little bit more detail. 2 or 3 minutes. So a couple of options available to you post-game. So check out the Football Queensland Instagram page. And Funny Old Game, which is an independent Facebook page. Mudgeeraba again. Skinner was well offside. Unfortunately, Lockley wasn't able to put a through ball for her. So almost at the 90 minutes here. Well, it's looked a little bit like a training drill at times here for Moreton Bay. They've racked up a big score here against their fellow newcomers to the competition. There it is, it's full time. Well, an absolute cricket score this evening as Moreton Bay United take the 3 points and give their for and against a massive boost. So thank you for tuning in this evening. My name's Darren Lutton on behalf of the Double Take team. We'll see you next weekend for the match between the Gap and Lions FC.
Saturday, we've got a double header. We've got Ace against Bayside at 5 o'clock. Then we've got Moreton Bay United against Gold Coast at 7 o'clock. So Ace at 5 o'clock.